today I'll take this opportunity to start a discussion in general about a topic which is very near to my heart as well as to my work life in general, which is design systems. Now, getting started with the presentation, I would like to throw light on the topic that design systems have become the talk of the town, and having a design system in place has started to be considered as an integral part of managing an organization or a product at scale. Be it large organizations or very small startups, everybody is retrospecting and asking themselves questions like whether they need a design system, when is the right time to have a design system, and is it too late for them to have a design system. Now, when I started with my readings about design system, I expected that I will find a lot of articles and lot of documentations on what a design system is, what it consists, how to manage a design system, and that's exactly what I found over the net. Um, the number of design systems that you come across in the net is humongous. There are many different big companies who have published their design system for everyone to acknowledge and learn from. And having said that, when it comes to the definition around design system, there seems to be a myriad of definition, but with a blurry border. Now, this variety is very overwhelming, and it seems to have caused some preconceived notion about design systems, which makes a certain section of our community feel skeptical about adopting a design system. Now, for anyone who is stuck in that bubble, here is a small presentation that would help burst some very common myths that follow design system and gain a fresh perspective around defining a design system. Now, I keep hearing a lot of definitions around what is a design system. So I would rather start by saying what is not a design system. So a component library that you have is not your design system. A design system is not another project. And a design system is not just for the design team. Now, what is a design system in that case? Well, since design system is all about collaboration and it should be multidisciplinary, I've kept this slide empty so that together we can come up with a more inclusive way of defining a design system after this presentation. So we'll get back to the slide later. Starting away with the common myths around design system, the first is the myth of creative restraint. Some designers feel that a design system will inhibit their creative freedom and or might even replace them. So this is something that I've come across. It's a tweet from a designer which says that design systems are really just a bunch of UI kits and libraries of icons. People aren't designing; they are just rearranging components someone else designs. Now, this concept suggests a lack of understanding of what a design system is in totality. So we need to understand that the design system is not just to provide a foundation for visual expression. It has a lot of different aspects involved. A good design system takes into consideration a wide range of aspects that of the company's operations. So everything that makes up your product, from typography, layouts, grids, colors, icons, components, coding conventions, voice and tone, content strategy, documentation, and of course a few more different elements that is very specific to a company. A design system brings every one of these together in a way that allows your entire team to learn, to build, and to grow together. Now, when these broader aspects are left out, you'll probably end up with a design system which is incomplete, and therefore, within few months, you'll get outdated, and mostly it will get abandoned after a few months, since you don't have a system that will let you deal with the evolving creature that your product or, in fact, the design system is. So, The second point here is a conception where people think that design systems are just for designers. Now, here we need to educate ourselves to understand that the how you go about creating something is just as important as about the why. Um, Design system consists of a lot of elements, and each of the elements is important and serves some kind of benefit to the entire team. So, for example, if I'm talking about design tokens, they give a common language for designers as well as developers and help them communicate better without any and help them be on the same page. Uh, for example, we have benefits from the component library, which is just a part of a design system. Here, they speed up the development process, brings the concept of reusability and consistency. It makes customization of components easier to manage and ensure better quality over time. The third one is documentation. So, like it has already been mentioned, a proper documentation of information sharing ensures a proper information sharing in and around the team. It's especially useful when someone is onboarding new member to the team. Now, again, there are 100 more benefits of a design system, like workspace for collaboration, better consistency, better quality and accessibility, lower design or code maintenance, shared ownership, and avoiding soil knowledge. Now, coming to the third myth around design system is that the design systems are set in stone. It's a fact that design systems are built in response to inconsistencies, but we also need to understand that flexibility and consistency are not mutually exclusive. Um, the goal of a design system is not just to guide the initial product development. It surely smoothens the process, but that's not the only reason why we should have a design system. Because of this, we need to maintain, update, and evolve our design system just as we do to our products, so that our design system is not outdated and it doesn't lead to restricting us or limiting us as designers, developers, or anybody in the team. Now that we have a little fresh perspective of design system, let's try to wrap up our this presentation by defining a design system in a more inclusive way. So, one thing I understood about design system is that calling design system complex is rather an understatement. This is something that I tweeted a few days back, and to understand what people think about design system based on their roles. Now, based on my Twitter reach, which is not that much, but still, I tried to collect different perspectives around design system, and also I've added some common definitions of design system from different articles and books, and I try to notice a common way of defining a design system, and that would be to break down the definition into four major questions, which is: what is it, why do we need it, what does it include, and what does it provide. Now, combining these keywords, I've tried to curate a very open ended, inclusive way of defining a design system, which goes something like this: that a design system is a principle, pattern, collection, set, documentation, standard, building blocks, single source of truth that helps us in managing design, reduce redundancy, define overall product, tying the whole product together, explicitly communicate, accelerate the design process, which includes reusable components, UI patterns, style guides, coding conventions, voice, tone, tokens, technical documentation, and to provide us a shared language, visual consistency, standardization, rapid product development growth, and better organization. So I hope this way we can cover deeper verticals and broader horizons of defining a design system. I'll keep on editing this slide so that as and when I get more inputs from the community in future, I can also add them. Feel free to comment on the Twitter thread to help me add your perspective to what a design system should mean. And I think that's it from my side. That's all I had to say. Thank you.